ओम पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। First chapter we have completed. What we saw in that? Saha tau te, bhavan bhavantau bhavantah, bhavati bhavatyau bhavatyah. This much only. And gacchati gachatah gacchanti. Like that, 6 verbs we saw. Pay attention. When it is said bhavan gacchati will come, bhavantau gachatah will come. I explain on second day, that is kartari prayog. Subject will change with respect to verb will change with respect to subject. Karta, if changes, kriyapad is going to change. Okay, you can't say bhavan gacchanti, wrong. Now 20 sentences, one by one I will read, and today's portion I will start. Just pay attention. Correct your sentences later. Just you see, because I did not practice, I did not take practice of these sentences because these are the easy ones. Okay, वह लिखता है, सह लिखति. द्विवचन will be तौ लिखतः. बहुवचन will be ते लिखन्ति. Easy. वह गांव को जाता है. The ko came, that is why it is dvitiya vibhakti. We saw that. I am going to repeat it, but understand that. गांव को जाता. Yes, Vishakha.
ग्रामः.
नहीं,
सः ग्रामः गच्छति.
नहीं, ग्रामः इस प्रथमा विभक्ति एंड गांव को आने के कारण वहां पर द्वितीय विभक्ति होगी. I will tell you that also. Now you listen, don't tell your sentences, otherwise it will take longer time. वह गांव को जाता है, सह ग्रामम गच्छति. वह दोनों गांव जाते हैं, तौ ग्रामम गच्छति. Karma is not going to change. This is not कर्मणि प्रयोग. Okay, तौ ग्रामम गच्छतः, and ते ग्रामम गच्छन्ति. If te changes, then गच्छन्ति. वह आता है, सह आगच्छति. तौ आगच्छतः, ते आगच्छन्ति. बालक पढ़ता है, बालकः पठति. बालकौ पठतः, बालकाः पठन्ति. राम लिखता है, रामः लिखति. 2 राम है तो रामौ लिखतः. बहुत सारे राम है तो रामाः लिखन्ति. मनुष्य हंसता है, मनुष्यः हसति. या फिर नरः हसति, नरौ हसतः, नराः हसन्ति. दिस मच इतना ही है. राजा यहाँ आता है, नृपः अत्र आगच्छति. नृपौ अत्र आगच्छतः, बिकॉज नृपौ इज देयर. नृपाः अत्र आगच्छन्ति. राम विद्यालय जाता है, रामः विद्यालयम. आज हम देखेंगे कर्म कैसे बोलते हैं. विद्यालयम गच्छति. रामौ विद्यालयम गच्छतः. ओनली कर्ता आई एम चेंजिंग. दिस मच यू पे अटेंशन. रामाः विद्यालयम गच्छन्ति, बिकॉज रामाः. ओके, आप वहां जाते हैं. यहाँ पर मिस्टेक्स होती है. आप वहां जाते हैं, दिस इज सिंगुलर. भवान तत्र गच्छति. व्हेन यू से आप दोनों, देन भवन्तौ तत्र गच्छतः. यहाँ पर मिस्टेक्स हुई है. भवान गच्छति, द्विवचन यहाँ नहीं दिया है लेकिन हमने पढ़ा है, भवन्तौ गच्छतः। और बहुवचन कैसे होगा, भवन्तः गच्छन्ति। भवान, भवन्तौ, भवन्तः, इतना आपको याद है, तीनों आप लिख सकते हैं। वह मनुष्य कहाँ जाता है, सह मनुष्यः कुत्र गच्छति, तौ मनुष्यौ कुत्र गच्छतः, ते मनुष्याः कुत्र गच्छन्ति, या फिर क्व गच्छन्ति भी चलेगा, बट at a time we use one only. Way now dual. I am making three of each sentence because in Abhyas 5th point they have given make singular into dual plural, make dual into yes बोलिए.
Sorry, I think I have the different this sentences in my the download के लिए ना.
Yeah, there will be some differences because that file is actually old version. Means one or two sentences will be different. Some words.
I'm finding a lot of difference. I'm not.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
will send you photo of my
please.
book. Yes.
Yeah, please.
So first I have sent both pages. I have sent first.
Okay.
You didn't get it?
No.
Didn't you get? Okay, I added your name later in that broadcast. That is why. I will send you again. Huh?
Okay.
Now, वे दोनों हंसते हैं. Please check if you can. Otherwise, just have this in video. That video, so you can check it again. Anyway, I'm going to send you PDF with proper writing. वे दोनों हंसते हैं. Then I don't. Okay, चलो. तौ हसतः. Now singular you know. Plural also you know. सह हसति will be singular, but आपको वो करना है. You should do that if you want, thorough practice. Like whenever tau comes, you know how to change in singular, how to change in plural. But if you don't have time, only whatever is given Sanskrit banao, that is mandatory, compulsory. Otherwise, you will not have the full understanding. वे दोनों कहाँ जाते हैं, तौ कुत्र गच्छतः. दो आदमी यहाँ आ रहे हैं. No need to write द्वे, दौ, द्वौ. No, because we didn't study that. दो मनुष्य means मनुष्यौ. Fine. नरौ. Fine. नरौ means दो मनुष्य. नरौ और मनुष्यौ यहाँ आ रहे हैं. अत्र आगच्छतः. आगच्छतः. दो राजा वहां जा रहे हैं. नृपौ तत्र गच्छतः. सिंगुलर आपको पता है, नृपः तत्र गच्छति. प्लूरल नृपाः तत्र गच्छन्ति. ओके, थोड़ा सा गो थ्रू करो क्योंकि आज का टॉपिक हमें कॉम्प्रिहेंड करना है. ओके, वे दोनों जाते हैं वहां हंसते हैं. दिस आई वांट फ्रॉम यू. वे दोनों जहां जाते हैं वहां हंसते हैं. ये आप बोलो, मतलब वी कैन हैव टाइम फॉर. मीनाक्षी जी. हाँ, यस. तौ बोलिए अग्रवाल जी.
तौ यत्र गच्छता है.
हाँ, वहां हंसते हैं.
हाँ, तत्र तौ हंसता है.
हाँ, तत्र हसतः.
तौ हंसता.
हाँ, तौ नहीं. इफ यू डोंट से, फाइन, बिकॉज कर्ता इज यू हैव टेकन ऑलरेडी. तौ तत्र हसतः. परफेक्ट. आप दोनों आते हैं. यहाँ मिस्टेक्स होती है. आप दोनों, लाइक भवन्तौ. अत्र भवन्तौ आगच्छतः. भवान, भवन्तौ, भवन्तः. या नाउ वे सब यहाँ आते हैं. ते अत्र आगच्छन्ति. ओके, सब के लिए हमने वी डिड नॉट सी सो फार. ते अत्र आगच्छन्ति. सब बालक विद्यालय जा रहे हैं. सब बालक मीन्स प्लूरल. बालकाः एक विद्यालय है, सो विद्यालयं गच्छन्ति. वे मनुष्य कहाँ जा रहे हैं. ते मनुष्याः कुत्र गच्छन्ति। आप सब पढ़ रहे हैं, भवन्तः पठन्ति। यहाँ भी मिस्टेक्स हुई है। आप सब पढ़ रहे हैं मीन्स प्लूरल, आप, भवान, भवन्तौ, भवन्तः, भवन्तः पठन्ति। वे सब पढ़ते हैं, ते पठन्ति, इजी था। वे सब लिखते हैं, ते लिखन्ति। ओके, 20 सेंटेंसेस।
यहाँ पर एक चीज पूछनी है ना, ये पढ़ते हैं या पढ़ रहे हैं, एक ही बात है।
हाँ, पढ़ते हैं, पढ़ रहे हैं, एक ही बात है, पढ़ते हैं। हाँ, इट इज लाइक दे रीड हियर एंड दे आर रीडिंग। पढ़ते हैं प्रेजेंट टेंस, पढ़ रहे हैं प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस।
हाँ,
हाँ, here
but
that
actually
difference is not there.
method is same.
हाँ, in Sanskrit that difference is not there, whether it is continuous tense or normal tense.
Very nice, very nice. Good.
Okay.
Please send me the PDF, huh? Because many sentences are different.
Sure.
And if you get a chance, just check karun माझं करा whatever I have.
Yes. Yeah. See, last time I showed you one table which is very, very important, even important than Sanskrit. That table is really important. So we will see that once again. I will tell you what it is. It is called Vibhakti. Everybody understood? It is Vibhakti, and 7 Vibhaktis we have. 7 Vibhakti, and in that Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi. How to use those Vibhakti, that is important. Their names, once again I will repeat. No matter how many times we repeat it, it will make sense to you. Okay. So this is the chart. Prathama, always karta. If you see karta anywhere, you make that Prathama Vibhakti. How to find karta? Who? You ask question to verb. Dvitiya is karma, always. And you find when ko is there, like ko. And in English, if to is there, like he goes to school. He goes to. So that to means Dvitiya in English. In Hindi, गाँव को जाता है, घर को जाता है, ऐसे बोलते हैं. तृतीया विभक्ति उसे that is called karan, by and with. When it comes, we will see that. Ne, that is in Marathi. No, ne se द्वारा. राम ने ये किया, राम के द्वारा. That is. चतुर्थी विभक्ति के लिए, भोजन के लिए जाता है, हिंदी. He goes for hunting, for. Okay. अपादान पंचमी, from. He walks from village to house. गृहतः, ग्रामतः गृहं गच्छति. We will see that when it comes. Say. Shashti, sambandha. The name of that vibhakti is sambandha. When you want to show relation between. How do we generally say relations? Of. Like water of Ganga, brother of Rama. So relations, they are shown in this way. Glasses of Vasant, like that. In Hindi, ka, ki, ke. Ram ka bhai. When it comes Ram ka bhai gav jata hai, to you have to say 6th vibhakti. That slowly, when it comes one by one, we'll show. Adhikaran, saptami. Saptami vibhakti is adhikaran, means locus. In and on, there in English. Like in Rama, I have faith. In India, I live. So Bharate, Bharate, Vasami, Bharate. So Bharat, Akaranta Shabda, Saptami Vibhakti, Bharate. When we see Rama Shabda, Saptami Vibhakti, and when we make sentences of that, 100% comprehension will be there. No question about that. Sambodhan, we say Sambodhan. Hey in English, and hey there are many, but in Hindi we say hey, or bho also we say bho Maharaj, but hey is okay here. This table in sleep also we should not forget. Okay, now today's portion. We are going into second chapter. Whatever we saw now, you can give name karak. So vibhakti, another technical term is karak. Karak. So these are called karak. Like vibhaktis only, meaning is vibhaktis only. Karak. Okay. Yes. Chalo. Now, whatever we saw so far, in that I am going to add something. See, slowly, one thing I can add. At a time, I can't add anything. Screen is visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Abhyas 2. Okay. So far, we have seen Pullinga Shabda, like Ishwaraha, Nrupaha, Naraha, all are Pullinga. In this Abhyas 2, Napunsakalinga Shabda will come. And on first day, I told it is Napunsaka Linga. And first day, I told you, wherever Ma is there in Prathama Vibhakti, because Ramam, Dvitiya Vibhakti Ma is there, but that is not Napunsak Linga, because Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan is Ramaha. That is why Rama Shabda is Pullinga. Easy. Rama Shabda is Pullinga. Though Dvitiya Vibhakti is Ramam. Yes. But in Napunsak Linga, Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachan will be Makaranta. And Makaranta, you know, Ma is at the end, is called Makaranta. Ma जिसके अंत में है उसे मकारांत बोलते हैं. So in this chapter, Napunsakalinga Shabda will come. Many. Okay. In this chapter, Madhyama Purush. This term I did not introduce. Today I will introduce this. Madhyam Purush. In English, we say second person. Like we saw Rama, Ishwara, and Rupa, our names, we all are third person. Okay, what it is called, that we will discuss today. Okay, and here some Sarvanama will also come. You can write after this also, if you have written already, Sarvanama, which already came. Sarvanama means pronoun. Sarvanama. So Madhyam Purush. Yeah. Okay. And Karak Parichaya, we already have done it. Now, just draw one table. I will tell you what it is. Okay, this is a different style. Okay. Yes. One table you draw. Okay, this will be our standard format of some names I will introduce today, because we are not used to those names, but we will understand that. Okay, so first you can write down Prathama Purusha. On first day I told you we have 3 Purusha. Out of them, first we unknowingly learned Prathama Purusha. Okay. And today we will learn Madhyama Purusha. Purusha means in English we say person. Pratham Purush and Madhyam Purush. Yes. So that you can see properly. Pratham Purush. Okay. Now gacchati, gacchati is pratham purush, like third person. He goes. Gaccha taha. See, first day I told you all verbs purusha, all words vibhakti. Don't get confused. Prathama vibhakti means all words like Rama, Krishna, all words. And purusha means all verbs. Dhatu. Okay, and gachanti. This we have learned so far. Okay, gachanti. And let us get introduced with this Uttama Purusha. See, we are totally opposite to our भाई कंप्यूटर जी कोई तकलीफ नहीं देंगे आप. See, we are different. In English we say third person, to that we say first person, है ना. In English we say third person, here we are saying first person to that. And in English we say first person to our first person to ourselves, like I am first person, I, we all are first person. But here we say first person means Uttama Purusha. So names we should not forget. Pratham Purush, Madhyam Purush, Uttam Purush. This will be the standard format of verbs. Out of that, one we will see today, Madhyama Purusha. Okay. And understand one thing, this is Lat Lakar. On first day I told you there are 10 Lakar. So this is called Lat Lakar. Slowly one thing, Lat Lakar. Lat means what? Vartaman Kal, present tense. Okay, Vartaman Kal means present tense. Lat means present tense. Saha gacchati, he goes or he is going fine. We have present continuous tense also further. Now to begin with, this is good understanding. Gacchataha. Okay. So these are things I told you. Lat Lakar, Vartaman Kal. Okay. One more difference is there. Okay, this is Vartaman Kal, but we have two types of verbs. Pay attention. We have two types of verbs. One is Parasmay Pad. This much you remember. Second is called Atmanepad. That it will come in 10th chapter. That then we will see 10th, 11th chapter it will come. So now many things are here. One you have to grasp and hold on to it. Lat means Vartaman Kal. Lat Vartamane. This is the sutra for that, but we are not interested in that. Lat Vartamane. Lat Lakar means Lat means Vartaman Kal. And these all are Parasmay Pada. Parasmay Pada. Parasmay Pada is what? Two types of verb. Some of half verbs are Parasmay Pad, half they are Atmanepad. Small difference, just aside point. Parasmay Pad means whatever I do, result goes to other person. When I want to show this condition, this scenario, whatever I do, that goes to another person, result of that goes to another person, then I use Parasmay Pad. One aspect, many aspects are there. Atmanepad means whatever I do, result comes to me. One example I will give and we'll move ahead. Atmanepad. Atmane means, Atma means khud ko, one's own self. So whatever, para means other, Okay. Whatever I do, result comes to me. Then I use Atmanepad dhatu. Atmanepad verb. If you don't understand, ask me. I will tell it again. See, there are same dhatu. Sometimes there are same verbs which are there for Atmanepada and Parasmapada. Which I should use? So you see the karma result. The result of action goes to whom? According to that, you use Parasmapada or Atmanepada. Now we are interested here in Parasmapada. Two classification I told you. First point was 3 persons. Prathama Purush, Madhyama Purush, Uttama Purush. Opposite to English. In English, Prathama Purush means first person. We have Uttama Purush name for that. Okay. And whatever we are seeing, that is in Lat Lakar. 10 Lakar we have. Out of that, we have begun with first Lakar, Lat Lakar. And Lat means Vartaman Kal. All these are Parasmapada. Okay. One example, how I will use Atmanepad and Parasmapada. Further study, but just one example we can understand. See, these are new topics, concepts to us. Repetition is always good. Never feel, I know this. After next month, if I ask you, you did not teach us this. I have heard such comments. We did not saw this. So repetition is always good because subtlety is there in each term, each word. If you miss 1 minute here, there, you will not get it. So 200% attention is must here. Okay, Atmanepad, Parasmepad. So example, if I am cooking and that cooking food, other than me, everybody eats. Other than me, everybody eats that cooked food. Means what? I have done one action and result is going to other people, family members. That time I will use Parasmapada. Like aham pachami. Like I am cooking. That we'll see when we say Uttama Purusha. I am cooking. But when whatever I cook and I cook for myself, then I will use aham. Parasmaipadi dhatu is there, then aham pache. Atmanepadi dhatu. When result goes to myself, that time I will use Atmanepadi dhatu. This is small difference in order to understand what is Parasmay, what is Atmanepad. So right now we are dealing with Atmanepada. Okay, this is fine. Now we'll come back to this. Let us learn another topic. So here, pronoun, Sarvanama. We did not see when we took that crash courses meanwhile. Sarvanama. So like when I say he, I say saha. Tau, wo dono. Like they, both of them. And te means they. Now here, second person, madhyama, like how do we say pronoun? Easy, widely used in Sanskrit literature, tvam. So, tvam is used to show, indicate you. What do we use? Tvam. Like saha taute, same way we have tvam here. Tvam. Tvam is generally easy to know. Tvameva mata cha pita, tvameva, tvameva. Like you are my mother, you are my whatever. Father, brother, everything. You are my everything. Tvam. Next is little bit difficult. Tvam, we haven't heard this earlier before. It is yuvam. Yuvam. Now you know, like saha, tau. Now here, yuvam. Yuvam means, Hindi also I write. Tvam means two. Dirgha, yes, dirgha. And yuvam means tum dono. दोनों, like both of you in English. Both of you, if I'm not wrong. Meenakshi ji can correct, she is also a teacher. Both of you. और you नहीं, both of you also, both of them नहीं, both of them होता है ना, तुम दोनों, तुम. Yes Meenakshi ji, both of them are going, they are going.
Both of you are correct. Both of you is correct. You both we said.
Okay, I will add slash. So yuvam. Okay. And then we never heard this yum. U is dirgha. Like dirgha means, you know what? Dirgha means 2 beats. And raswa means 1 beat. What is that 1 beat, 2 beat? If you don't know, just quickly I will tell you. 2 beats means it takes 2 claps to pronounce. 1 beat means 1 clap. 2 beats means 2 claps means 2 beats. Like dirgha means 2 claps and raswa means 1 clap. So I can say yum, like yuam. So you is completed in 1 clap, but yum, but that much time we don't take. But generally it is dirgha means it takes more time, 2 beats. Yum, like that. You dirgha. So yum means tum sab. Tum sab, all of you, or you all. I will write all of you. This I didn't teach because difficult to understand. All of you. Now you have to make one chart and properly write it down. Now confusion will increase in next chapter more. Like saha taute. After that, tvam, yuam, yuyam. One thing you did not ask me. I was expecting from Meenakshi ji. Like saha taute was which sarvanam? Tat sarvanam. Tat declines saha taute. And sir, which is this sarvanam? It is called yushmat. Okay. Difficult. Yushmat. Yushmat sarvanam means it declines like tvam, yuvam, yuyam. Yushmat means you, two. And first vibhakti is tvam. So now only we understand. Oh, sahataute means it is not sahataute, it is tat declining in this way. Tvam, yuvam, yuyam means not something different. It is yushmat pratyaya. Two. Okay. Yuvam, yuyam. You have to repeat many times because yuyam, first time that word is coming. Yuvam is okay, but yuyam. Now one more important thing, that tvam will have different, these all are karta. Prathama vibhakti. Yushmat pratyaya prathama vibhakti. Prathama vibhakti means karta. First case means karta. So when I say tu jata hai, I can't say tvam gacchati because karta has changed now. Kriya pad will also change. If I want to say tum dono aate ho, I can't say yuvam gachatah. See, these mistakes we do after a lot of shravanam. Tum sab haste ho, yuyam hasanti. Wrong. Because hasanti is made for te, not for. They are brother and sister like that. Sir, tell us quickly what goes with tvam. Okay, I will write down in this table now. We are getting some things, many things. So here, gach, si. I will write down gach, si. Yeah. Whenever I say you go, I will say tvam gacchasi. If I want to say you write, tvam likhasi. Never ever say tvam likhati. Wrong. You all will repeat that. This is also right. Because you know you have to match the pair. It is difficult in head when you heard for first. Okay, when you say tvam, then gacchasi, si. You have to remember in mind, tvam, whenever it comes, si. Tvam has connection with si. And tvam gacchathah. Tamilians have to be very careful in this manner. Like gacchathah. Gacchathah and thah in Tamil language, or tha also they say tha. Vasantha. They write also in that way. Parvati. Pavitra. They will write THRA. But actually Pavitra. So Tamilians, they have to be careful here. Gacchattah. Tah and thah. Sir, what is subtle difference? When you say ta, that time when you put your hand in front of your mouth, gacchattah, breathe will not come. This is for Meenakshi. These I am going to upload on YouTube very soon. And when you say gacchattah, means breathe will come, because it is alpa prana word. Sir, what all things are these? Don't worry, you will be confused and tensed. How many things I have to learn? So simple. Pronounce it properly. Gaccha thah. Air should touch your hand. Gaccha thah and gaccha tah. And this is last one is easy. Gaccha tha only. Okay, gaccha tha. Okay, now you will come back and learn few more things. It is gaccha tha. Last one is gaccha tha. Only visarga will go away. That much difference is there. If you put visarga, wrong sentence. So wherever